of course, Bait. It should be a good one. 2 new drafts on hand for us. Lizard, what are you thinking? Like, do you like the Ags, the Alk pickup?
Ags pickup.
I mean, I'm already thinking ahead.
Whoa! He's no longer just an Ags. He's a true hero right now. I don't mind it at all. Like, you have the Radiance that's kind of cheaper to buy. Combine that with Alchemist, who's already, known for getting it very early on. You can get some itemization boosting item very, very fast, like farm boosting item very fast, and then roll off with that. Radiance, BKB, Blink, and you're ready to pretty much end the game.
What about the rest of the draft, though?
Yeah, the rest of the draft, really, the biggest question mark for me isn't about their draft, it's about the Timber, like how well he'll do, because he can completely break that apart. Like,
right.
If the Timber has too good of a lane, too good of a game, your Alchemist will truly suffer, so it's on Lil Nick, once again.
Let's see. Stoneback gonna back himself out. Meanwhile, bottom side, Yawar, great boundless strike on 3, but he's still in pretty big danger. Slow is there, Funnick chasing him down. Yawar, he should just drop here and will. Dendi able to secure first blood already on the Storm.
There's another shot.
I mean, why not? Sammy forced to try a TP out and is gonna make it.
Yeah. What's happening? Like, we're seeing a ton of first bloods happening on the runes in NA. Teams aren't really careful when it comes to the bounties.
It's kind of what we do here, Lizard. It's the way we play Dota here. Nothing wrong with it. Still, we'll start with the mid lane. You're going to have the Storm. He's up against the Ember. So alone, first Dendi, Storm versus Ember. I think we saw this earlier on today. I've already asked you who should have the advantage. It's a pretty even matchup, right, between these two heroes?
Yeah, like Storm should have perhaps a little bit of a better time early on. Not sure. Like, it depends. You can catch Storm as well. Like, Searing Chains aren't that easy to deal with too. Storm overall is the bigger brother per se.
Right.
Like, you do have easier ways of initiating on the Ember, but it can definitely go both ways. I've seen it so many times. Felt it.
Top lane, Stonebank. Gonna go for a bit of a stun attempt, it seems, onto MSS. And that will land, but there's no real follow-up to it. I mean, it is IO Alk, so you don't really have much of a follow-up if you do land that stun. Naturally, Stonebank just wants to secure creeps. Though I say that, MSS again gonna get stunned up, and well, never mind what I said, Lizard. Apparently they do have the damage.
There's definitely some damage in between the two of them. If you're stuck in the trees and unable to move, like, they will find ways of taking you down, even without the acid spray.
Well, there you go. Nice sort of pick up there for Stonebank. You kind of mentioned the fact that it's really up to Lil Nick to slow this man down and have the impact he needs this game.
I definitely feel that way. Because it's not the freest Timber game as well. Like, sometimes you see a Timber, you're thinking, this game is over. Like, there's no way to deal with him. When you look at this match, there's Storm, there's Skyrat. Like, these two already bring enough magic damage in that mid game to take him down.
Right. But how's that final side lane going? Like, bot lane, Stominant, he's going to be there along with Funnick. You're against Sammy and Yawar. Is this a good Monkey King game in your opinion? In fact, hold that thought, because there is going to be a Vortex being thrown out onto Alone.
You're just getting baited a little bit on the mid lane.
Always.
Yeah.
I was asking you, though, is this a good Monkey King game in your opinion?
It's a decent game. It depends on the itemization as well, and it depends on how Alchemist game goes. Like, you can definitely carry this one, but it can also happen that Alchemist has like 2-3 items before you have your second one, and then he's kind of threatening to end the game before you're farmed well enough.
Sammy goes down bot lane. Funnick able to pick up that kill, so a fantastic start already for Bait. 0-3 their way, much better than, say, last game where it was kind of the opposite affair here. Wildcard were the ones having a really darn good time, but not so much anymore. Have to play maybe a bit of a slower game in this laning stage. Do I say that? Top lane, Stonebank being chased down here by Lil Nick. A nice cooking and land as well. He'll have the Willing Death back up, but the stun is going to be there from Stonebank. So no follow-up, no chains leveled up yet from Lil Nick. But just with the Whirling Death alone, you're kind of afford to be very aggressive, and there's not really much these two can do about it.
They're just so full HP on top lane, the two of them. Skyrat smokes up, actually. Interesting move. I guess he's just going for the water rune.
Yeah, just picks up the water in himself. Maybe he'll rotate mid?
Well, Alone knows that's happening, right? Like, he did see the water rune disappear in front of him, so he should be aware that there's a smoked up hero around.
Should be. I mean, he's still hanging around.
Yeah, because now he has snap. It's kind of a bait from his side.
Yeah, Stominant, perhaps trying to move in, still hanging around that tree line, just waiting for the right moment.
He's not showing bottom, right? Like, if you see that Vanik is alone, you know for a fact that, yeah, Skyrat is around you.
At the very least, Indy is still farming like very effectively as they do go in for the Vortex now. Concussive shot is going to be avoided thanks to that Sleight of Fist. And in comes MSS with a massive cookie onto 2. Lowdine, he is going to be able to survive. Dendy and Stominant, they'll keep going for a little bit more, but Alone is going to be just fine to survive through it. So there you go, MSS. I mean, you kind of put it out. They knew for sure that something was coming.
Yep. Even 2 heroes weren't enough to take him down. I believe he did dodge the concussive shot as well, which definitely helped out. Man, they're really, really focusing on December's lane. Look at this, again.
Vortex out. This time they'll get him, though. Alone does drop. Dendy very, very happy with the Ember going down. And, well, maybe it's a bit of revenge. I mean, last game around, Alone was diving them past the Ancient, to be fair.
Yeah, he was.
Stominant will drop as well. Sammy cuts him off. So they do get a little bit of revenge on the Skyrath Mage, but yeah, I mean, shutting down the Ember, it's just one of those things. Just make sure Alone doesn't have a good game.
It's a big deal, right? Like, to make sure that Storm gets his level 6 a bit earlier. But that, what's the trade-off? You brought both of your supports mid. That means Timber is completely free. And Timber was free bot lane.
Make a jump in onto Yuar. Yuar now in danger. Trying to fight back. Does get the Jingu, but oh, the Cliff. Gonna make sure he does not heal up at all with that Jingu Mastery of Boundless. Still Primal springing away. Arcade Bolt is gonna follow him down to give the vision. Concussive is there as well. Yuar. Oh, he just can't escape.
That was close. Was very, very close.
Stominant. Getting hit by the tier 1 tower. Might drop it. Sammy's gonna go down first. Oh, bait. 1 to 6 now their way.
1 to 6 indeed, yeah. Really nicely done so far by them. Like, everything is working out. Even that kill on Monkey, like, he was what, 1 millisecond away from jumping again.
Such a shame.
Yeah. So, something is similar though to the last game. Lil Nick is just having the freest time of his life once again. They're just completely ignoring him.
That they are. The thing is though, like, you look back at this Alchemist, he's had a pretty free game himself.
Yep.
Like, obviously top of the net worth board, but he was also top of the CS board.
Yeah. He's had a decent lane. He was secured early enough.
And you compare that to Yuar and the Monkey Kick, who's died twice already. Like, I mean, so far, Bait, like, their game plan should be right on track. Like, right behind Snowmech is Dendy on the Storm, so things are going very, very well right now for Bait. Your wildcard find themselves struggling as Alone, going to hand over a tip to Dendy. Nevertheless, Dendy is still going to be able to pick up a double damage rune for himself. And is still looking to try and fight Alone in the mid lane. Vortex will land, Stominant is there with the follow-up, and the ulti does come in from Funnick just in case.
Damn, they're really making his life hell. Has to be careful. The Ancient Seal, even on level 1, is one of the longest silences, so...
MSS and Sammy, they're going to show up again. Funnick going to run right into it, but they don't want the fight anymore. Sammy's been caught in the Lich, he will just drop.
Man, they're just getting crushed.
Yeah, they are. Not good news whatsoever for the wildcard fans out there. Just complete domination so far from the side of Bait.
They're pinging out where the Ember is already. They want to go again.
I mean, why not? He just respawned. If Dendy lands a Vortex, he's just dead, alone. Gonna be okay for now. Dendy sticking around a little bit longer. Instead, they'll try for Storminen. But Sammy immediately bursted down on the Lich.
Yeah, it was a trade for the Skyrat, so I suppose that's okay. But can you get more? I don't think so.
Yeah, even little Nick rotating over on the Timber.
Yeah,
Not liking what he's seeing in the mid lane.
You see they're drawing something like... that's a plan. That's how to take down the Alchemist, at least for a little bit. Little Nick, actually, going top already, chasing him out. Like, teams... I don't think teams have forgotten that you need to play against an Alchemist, right? Like, if it's an Alchemist game, you need to kind of go for him.
Lil Nick running. Stun is there onto Stoneback himself. And Lil Nick, he'll just turn right back onto Dendy.
He has no more mana, Dendy. A little bit, that is.
Chains forward. He's got just enough to get to the low ground, and that's going to be enough.
It's enough, but Stonebank is being harassed. That's the problem, right? Like, it's not about Dandy surviving, it's about Alchemist not farming any longer. Not the same way, at least. Yavar should be careful, though. Like, Storm just went base. No one is really showing. His whole team is in the enemy jungle, and the enemies know that, so... Monkey should be the target.
Well, you are trying to be as careful as possible. He's going to hide in the tree line on the right side. And Stominate is waiting right behind Funnick.
Yeah, just any second they can relocate on top of him. They can bring more heroes even so.
TP's in. They're looking for that defense. That'll be enough for Bait. They see the TP rotations coming in. They'll happily back off.
They cancelled it. And it was a level 4 Lich, by the way, that was TPing in, so... He wouldn't really accomplish way too much over there, but... yeah, Bait, reluctant to do anything. As long as their Alchemists farming, I believe they're happy with it, so... They don't truly have to pressure the tier 1 or anything like that.
Well, they certainly don't. Snowback, he'll just farm the triangle. Wildcard. And trying to buy themselves some space. It's a very much so a slower game here for the side of Wildcard. Like, you are nowhere near that Battle Fury timing yet.
No, I feel like it's just slower because of the Ember, right? Like, you killed their playmaker. Well, you killed him, what, 2 times in the lane? You really did slow him down, so... He doesn't feel that comfortable just making all the calls and moving across the map. They have some stacks themselves in the triangle, but it looks like Timber will be snatching those.
More than likely. And suddenly, Lil Nick's not even bothering trying to chase Stonebank anymore. Stonebank's got the full Radiance up, so he's feeling very, very happy now. So much easier to farm as the Alk. Meanwhile, top.
I feel like he might die here.
He may. Mystic Flare is available. They'll go for the Vortex. They'll go for the Ancient Seal. They've got the Mystic Flare. I mean, relocate may be a little bit wasted, but who the hell cares?
Yeah, that's the point, right? Like, this isn't the freest Timber game. It's like, he can have a good lane, but later on, he has to be careful.
Oh, Bait now, 5k advantage.
Yeah, 13 minutes in.
You are. Oh, you are. He's going to be completely surrounded. Ancient still there. He does have help around him. He's trying to survive through this. But there's so many heroes from Bait. They bring their whole team down to the bot lane. Sammy's going to drop as well. Sammy, he just hit level 6. Poor guy. Lil Nick now showing up as well. A lot of damage being dealt, along with a load. They're going to try and do it pretty much alone here. And Bait, they are going to back off, not wanting to feed all these kills away to the Timber.
They might even turn. There's Radiance on the Alchemist.
Well, Stun is going to be there. The chain away is out, though. Lil Nick is going to be just fine.
Yeah, this is such a rough game for Wildcard. Like, what exactly? They're trying to fight, right? Even Monkey there, he tried to fight. He doesn't have a Battle Fury completed. Like, you're wasting that time, that precious time that you need to get to the Battle Fury so that you can actually keep on staying relevant as a carry. Meanwhile, Alchem is just farming away. Not only does he have Radiance, he's getting closer to the BKB. Like, he's hitting his timings quite well.
Yeah, that he is. But you gotta give props to them. Like, after that game, well, they really got it together. You know, they kind of went back to the drawing board and figured out what the hell the problem was. And with this Alchemist draft, at least for now, they're off to a fantastic start. It's all about not losing it. Just keep up the good work, boys. You look back to that Monkey King, like, he's still just trying to get anywhere near that Battle Fury. Just needs a ring of health now, but nowhere near the gold for it.
Yeah, such a rough game for him. Wherever he shows, there's a obvious fear of Storm jumping on top of him and Io relocating in. Or Storm jumping on top of him and Dawnbreaker just coming in. He can't really be that monkey that's just farming in your face and then jumping across the trees, running away.
Wildcard, they are going to smoke up. 3-man smoke here as they do run towards the top lane. So Blade Mail now available and alone. He just got it on the courier. Scan is perfect though from Bait. Right on target, scanning out the smoke. I mean, they could still think it's just a one player here. As Sammy, he does bait for his side. Dendy makes the jump in, but can they hold him down? They cannot. So the relocate is out as all you are. He's in the middle of all of this. This is not the team fight. He has gone down. Or even Sammy buys back on the Lich, but where's he going to go? He's still got Chain Frost up, but he might just be dead. And he is.
Yep.
He's gone. Immediate dieback.
Yeah, Alchemist was just farming the creeps next to him. Finished him off with the Radiance. It was kind of a decent, I guess, idea to set up the Wukong's command and stun them as they're relocating in. But little did they know, Stonebank already with the BKB. Perfect usage of the first charge. Yeah, I feel like Wildcard think that they're on a timer, which they kinda are. So they're really trying to force some engagements that shouldn't be forced at the moment.
And they just got zero farm to speak of right now. Like, you went for this Blade Mail Ember build, and it's kind of hard to see that working out this game.
Yeah, you can run into the Mystic Flare and that's it.
That's pretty much it.
Just gotta wait. I feel like if you're Wildcard at this point, taking any fights is kind of futile. Maybe you can kill the Storm if you waste everything on him. But chances are Dawn or Io will save him. So just focusing on your farm, trying to dodge as many fights as possible would maybe be better. Lil Nick. Yeah.
Oh, Chain is there. Dendy's still going to be able to get the Vortex into the Mystic Flare, and you just got no defense against that. Like, he doesn't have anything like a Hood of Defiance to try and survive. Just has the Kaya and Sanj, and it's just not doing enough.
He's going for the BKB next. I was thinking that Hood would have been perhaps the better idea early on. Hood, Lotus, whatever, to get rid of the silences. Or Lotus just to prevent the Storm from even jumping you.
Excellent.
But kind of hard to go for that as one of the first items.
Oh, he's kind of paying for it now, though. 11k advantage the way of Bait. Just easy game here for Bait. They'll just keep the farm going. Oh no, he just TP'd back up. He's surviving for now, and looks like he is going to make it, but we are going to have a bit of an awkward pause timing as there is a lag complaint. I mean, you could keep diving if you really want as Dendy, but it's probably not really worth the risk.
Yeah, you just want to reset the game a little bit if you remember. Maybe it was all just a dream. Let me disconnect, come back in. Maybe I have more items.
Sadly, it's not going to be the case. Bit of a nightmare here for the side of Wildcard.
After that game 1, this is like huge difference.
Very surprising, isn't it? Like, Bait really just kind of reset. And they've really pulled it together for this game too. Like, it's quite impressive how quickly they reset it as a team. The go-ahead is there.
That's something that, like, you can say anything you want about Dandy and Bait and all his teams, but the morale is there when it comes to him. Like, he's not giving up.
Yeah.
Not sure if morale, but stubbornness, if nothing else.
Stone back. And they know he's farming those ancient stacks right now.
BKB, Blink, Radiance, slowly but steadily getting into that AC.
And he's just he has such a huge net worth advantage over anyone else in the game. And this is like the dream Alchemist game right now.
And on top of all of that, he has an IO, right? Like, has a Wisp healing him up.
Yeah, he's basically unkillable.
But on the bright side for Wildcard, they have a Battle Fury
Very good.
on the Monkey King. And one component of the BKB, so...
That is a bright side. Thank you, listen.
Getting really close to actually being able to maybe fight. Maybe.
We'll see. I mean, they are moving their way back down towards the bot lane now, so Bait might be able to catch out said Monkey King. The Yuan does back off at the right moment. Alone in the meantime. Going to run into Funnick, but we'll remnant away immediately, not wanting any of that kind of beef. And Savvy, oh, poor old Savvy, he's having a very rough game with the Lich. He is going to drop once again. Still level 7, almost 20 minutes in. It has not been an easy game for old Sammy boy.
I think he'd be a similar level if he was just in the base.
Yeah.
Next to the fountain this whole time, yeah.
Quite literally.
Just sitting there.
Now little Nick. The top lane, they don't seem to know he's there yet. He has hit at the right time. Instead, Yawar going to make the jump in, has found Lodine. Cookie is on the mark, and they are going to find at least a support iron. Meanwhile, Lil Nick, he's going to spot out Dendy, but in goes the Dawnbreaker. And Lil Nick, he just can't survive through it. There's just so much damage coming out from this side of Bait. Dendy now godlike 9-0-5. And just no signs of stopping him.
Lil Nick not having as much of a good time as in that last game. But you know, the skill on IO kind of makes me feel that maybe there's a chance for Wildcard. But it won't be off of taking normal fights, right? Like, they need to separate. They really need to separate Bait hard. And they have to go on the IO +1 partner. If they manage to do that, maybe they can take a couple of pickoffs, come back slightly into the game. But if they just try to fight normally, like, they're just way too far behind. They'll lose every single fight they take in a normal fashion.
There's going to be a 4-man smoke here, Bait. Charging up the stun, they see Lil Nick. Stun is going to land. Dendy, he'll move in with the Vortex. Stomping it out with the Mystic Flare as well. It is not quite enough yet, but there it is. In the end, proves to be way more than enough damage. And Chain Frost, it bounces around a couple times. It really does nothing.
Did you notice Lich dying as well?
Yeah, I did. I mean, just, it was very quick, but I did notice.
Yeah.
4-21. 14k. We had the 420 dream just a moment ago, apparently. And now Roshan's going to be taken here by Bait.
We were robbed of the 420 being longer.
Yeah, we were. Real shame. Now Roshan, a little bit of a slower process here for the side of Bait, but the thing is, it's going to be absolutely zero contest coming in from Wildcard. They really can't do much about it. They can think about trying to jump in with a lone Zemba, but it seems a little bit too risky, just not worth it.
Yeah, against the Storm, if you jump in, you're probably gonna die after. And now he has an Aegis too. Building towards that Hex, just to make it even easier to pick off the Ember Spirit.
It gets more and more difficult. Dendy Oh, they make a bit of a jump in with the remnants, but immediate retreat here for the Ember.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
How do they delay? Do you have any faith?
I mean, maybe a little bit. Dendi, he's gonna chase down Yuan. This is what's kind of ruining my faith here in Wildcard is, I mean, they're just lacking any kind of core that can do anything at the moment.
Yeah, but he's got the BKB now, right?
I mean, he does.
Yeah.
Almost. There you go.
And they instantly smoke. Like this is pretty much that last hurrah, right? Like that last attempt. If you can utilize this BKB to take down a big target, but who do you run into? Storm with an Aegis? Like that doesn't really accomplish much.
Well, they're gonna see
Skyrad,
Storm.
Yeah, he's juicy.
Oh, they'll take it. Solar Guardian to come in. Dendi happily going for the fight. Just takes down Sammy immediately. And now Stonebank will move in as well. MSS is just deleted on the Snapfire. He's trying to fight Stonebank, but there's just no chance. Zero chance in hell.
Yeah, they can't stick around to get anything after, you know? Like, one kill and get the hell out. Like, if you continue trying to get more, 100% you will feed a couple of crucial kills. This time they died, what? 3 heroes plus 1 buyback? Just for a Skyrat.
It's just such a tough time. Like, I'm trying to find the saving grace here for Wildcard, but it doesn't seem to be there. Like, Stonebank is completely out of control.
Yeah.
22k to it, like... Ooh.
Saving grace is Monkey is the stronger carry, right?
Right.
Like, if you reach the late game. But to reach the late game, somehow you need to stop the bleeding.
Radiant's bottom
It's just gushing out right now.
Yeah, 20k behind.
See, it feels like once Stonebank's got the Swift link up as well, like, that's when it just feels really impossible.
It doesn't feel impossible right now.
I mean, it does, but you get my point.
Yeah, I know.
Lil Nick, he's been caught out again. Dendi's there with the Vortex and with the Mystic Flare. Oh, he does chain away for a moment, but it isn't going to make the difference.
Maybe he needed an earlier BKB and that's it. Like, if he itemized perhaps into an earlier BKB, they won't be able to pick him off every single time.
Yeah.
Like, you really... Like, Lil Nick in that last game, he was left alone on the lane, but then he contributed so much. This time around, he was left alone, and then he just gets picked off time after time.
Yeah, but you got to give props to Dendi and Stominant.
On point with their rotations, definitely.
Constantly, just together. The UI is trying to build up to an Eye of Skadi here, but it's a very long time away for that to be up. He's trying to maybe pick off Stominant at the top lane, but decides better of it. Stominant, in fact, more than happy to try and oblige.
Radiant's
As UR needs his own way out, should be just fine. Meanwhile, Stonebank picks up a full Abyssal Blade now.
No more TPing away from them.
T2 tower is going to be the objective here in the mid lane.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And it is gone. Nothing to stop it.
Middle tower has fallen.
Yeah, the tower is gone, and then the...
Oh, jump in. Stonebank, no fear in the world, just jumps right into MSS, and Sammy's gone to boot.
Middle tower is under attack.
both of the supports. And these two supports bring... they don't bring control, but a ton of damage in these fights, so... taking them out probably secures the Raxes as well.
So it might be about that time to call, and I think here, if you are Wildcard, like, Beta's had just full control this whole game.
Yawar is saying no. I'm gonna creep skip instead. Because the creeps down mid.
I mean, you respect the fact that he's going to try.
Of course, but there are creeps down bottom lane as well. So this is 2 sets, most likely of Raxes.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
There's Stonebank. You'll go for the secondary Rax here. Wildcard,
Radiant's
not willing to give up quite yet. We'll continue trying.
There is no Aegis no more though.
Stonebank, look at him, he just jumps in. He doesn't care. You are forced the BKB, but it's for nothing. Mortimer's Kiss is out, literally doing no damage to Stonebank. And now a sight device is available on Dendi. It just keeps getting worse and worse.
Are under attack.
They can't go, so it's getting worse and worse, but they can't go for the last set of fraxes. They have a tier 2 still standing, so that's kind of a delay for maybe another smoke from Wildcard. Like you smoke up, you try to take that triangle, perhaps take the fight from your high ground, surprise them, kill off the IO first. Or just wait the inevitable, right? Chill in base.
Yeah. Oh, bait. 30k advantage now. No signs of a comeback
Relocate
yet.
bottom.
Here we go. You are gets caught, just deleted immediately. I don't think Denny needs the help.
Yeah, Yavar was true to the game, like very, very careful when it came to his farming patterns. But it's just such a difficult game.
Sammy? Ah, Sammy's gone. He's had such a rough game, this Lich. He has had literally no game.
I thank you.
I'm thinking today, because they're, as you can see, Bait, they're leaving absolutely no chances to Wildcard. They're playing the super disciplined. Even though arguably the game is done, they don't want to throw it. Maybe they will even wait this next rush.
Swift blink up now. Stoneback even just bigger and bigger, this man. Huge, huge Alchemist. Tier 2 top tower is going to be the objective, of course, for Bait. They just want to put a little of this game. Force to a game of the free if they can. Wildcard, maybe one last team fight to come. They will smoke up.
Radiant's top tower is
They'll see Stonebank. Wukong's Ari, they're not even going to stand in it. Like Stoneback kill obliged, he jumps in. BKB was there from UR. Stoneback still happily just fighting through it. They just don't have the damage to get through him. They make a bit of a dent, but nothing close enough.
I love how he's just rushing down the Timber Saw without a care in the world.
No
you know?
care in the world. They call it. GG is called. I mean, what do you do, Bait? This is a team that has a lot of potential, I feel. I know a lot of people like to meme about these guys, but honestly, they're a pretty solid team.
They are. You could see.